Shanna McGregor.
Let me remind those addressing the council to please refrain from using any profanity or making derogatory statements to council members.
Got it. Okay, good evening, guys. First of all, I want to thank you all for listening to our stories, and I hope and pray that it shows you how urgent that this bill needs to be passed to legalize medical cannabis. I know you've heard about how the economy would benefit, how patients with chronic illnesses and diseases, as well as PTSD for our vets, could benefit from this. You've heard how the overdoses, and let's not kid ourselves, guys, there have been many, and the numbers are still growing, okay? Also, the amount of crimes and homelessness would go down. How our jails are overcrowded with patients who are locked up over possession of a plant. It's insane. You could also compare the stats between the alcohol and other real dangerous drugs and see the evidence that cannabis does not cause overdoses to death. And just FYI, this is staggering to me. Every 19 minutes, someone dies of a prescription overdose. That is staggering to me. So if you are against this, or if you're on the fence about it, may I please suggest that you go visit hospice, or go to the Stress Recovery Center at the VA, or go to Cozaire's and witness a child that has seizures. See these people, see their families, see their pain. Ask them, how would they feel about legalizing cannabis? I believe we all have the choice to medicate ourselves as we see fit. This is a human rights issue, period. Not only have I witnessed many families and friends suffer, even pass away from diseases, chronic illnesses, anxiety, depression, the list goes on, I too suffer. I battle with fibromyalgia, depression, anxiety, and other arthritic conditions. It took a lot to get here tonight, but this meant the world to me, so that's why I'm here. I want you to hear me. I want to tell you about my precious mother. She never smoked, she never drank, she never did drugs. The only addiction she ever had was love for everyone. She got breast cancer in 2013 and beat it without pain meds. She was the strongest woman I ever knew. Sadly, the cancer came back with a vengeance. On Mother's Day in 2016, I was with her and we got the news that it had metastasized to her brain and to her lungs. And then a couple of months later, she broke a femur bone and it spread to her bones, which led to her death. It was less than 6 months from the diagnosis. She would have been 65 the following month. I've never seen my mother suffer so much in my life. She refused pain meds again, except Tylenol and Aleve, until the last 2 months of her life. And then she took the pain meds that were prescribed. And of course, they caused side effects, loss of appetite, which weakened her system more and eventually led to her death. But I know that cannabis could have helped her, even if it was her time to pass. It would have helped her with her appetite, with her pain, which to me, that's quality of life. Okay, on a real quick note, you guys, I just want to mention real quick that our vets are getting shut out of Frankfurt. We are getting shut out by Senator Albert Robertson. He has canceled the last 3 meetings since October. So if any of you can have any kind of leeway with this man to let our veterans speak to him, they really need this passed. They want medical cannabis all the way around the board to be able to grow it and use it. I thank you guys so much for your time and your consideration in every bit of this. Thank you.